All right, so your first task today in completing your collaborative study group is that first box. Okay, what don't I understand about this question and what is my point of confusion? Okay, so in this box, you're in silence. So you have 3 minutes to write out what is confusing you about your question. In silence, starting now. Remember, this is time dedicated to you writing. The more you write about what is challenging you to answer this question, the more your peers can help you answer this question. Be about 30 more seconds. All right, now we're going to move on to part 2. Part 2 is the chance for you to give your notebook to one of your peers in your group. So give it to anybody in your group that you want. This part is also done in silence. Your partner's job is to help give you resources and vocabulary to help you with your question. Okay? So you have approximately 8 minutes. All right? So in silence, again, using the textbook if you need it, because that's a resource everybody has, or your partner's notebook, help them to find resources, vocabulary, etc., that can help them answer their question. Okay?
Are we allowed to talk after this one?
Question. No, you're not allowed to talk yet. Okay, this one is in silence. Then you get to talk. Okay? So in silence, you're answering questions. You're asking questions, giving definitions, okay, giving resources. Your time starts in silence now. Try not to talk, that's the next step. This one's still in silence, you're just finding resources. Marissa, when you write notes to your peers, what are you looking for?
What?
When you write notes to your peers about questions and definitions, what are you looking to help them with?
I don't understand the question.
So what are you writing down for them?
Well, her question, she was wondering why Americans wanted imperialism. And so I looked through her notes on the causes of imperialism, and then I rewrote the major ones
And where did you find those answers?
in her notes.
Christina, how are you helping your notebook buddy?
So the main thing I'm looking for is keywords in their question, and then I'm writing down the definition of those words, which I find in the book, and then I'm also looking in their own notes to help them find the answers that they wrote themselves.
Thank you. Seth, what do you look for when you're helping someone in the resources section of answering their question?
Well, first thing I do is go right back to the book and look for like things that like relate to their question. And then I go to here and just start reading about it and trying to find page numbers that they should read and go through.
Thanks. Toby, you're gonna have to totally help me, like, edit this.
Okay,
Did you
yeah,
help?
edit my confusion out.
Huh? Yeah.
Edit my confusion.
Or it's still recording right now, so.
So,
Because we learned last time that it was easier to edit when it was one take, not
yeah, so I just
several takes. So we'll edit all this awkward talking out. Take a video of the timer. Stay up there. Fist of 5 on how much more time you need for this? Like 3, 2, 3.
actually no, zero. I don't need a
Zero.
a big zero.
All right, then we'll compromise with 1.5. So that's about what my timer is on. Okay, so the next step is the talking portion where you get to ask someone, like, so you guys trade notebooks this way, right? So then you two are gonna talk. You what happened?
Yeah, we
Okay, well then no wait.
That's my notebook. This is I have Christina's and she has.
Oh, did you rotate?
Yeah, it was like a weird
Okay.
rotation.
Okay. But can you two can talk and you two can talk, right? Okay, and so that's what we'll do. Is we'll talk, we should talk that
she
way.
has my notebook.
About just asking them questions. So that's the stage, is asking them questions to get to dig deeper. Okay.
What would the U.S. name be in the page? Explosion of the U.S.
Yeah, it is just
I guess I could look at that.
it should be like 21 or something like that. Chapter 21, 22.
Yeah, so page 670. 672.
You're in, I think it's 21. 21 or 22. There you go. All right, so the next step. The next step is the talking step. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to give the notebook back to who it belongs to. And what I want you to do now is I want you to talk to your shoulder partner about their question. Now here's the key thing here, guys. This only works if you ask them questions they take notes as they're asking questions and trying to get you to dig a little bit deeper. That's the purpose behind this, is to dig deeper into what does your partner already know that could help them, or what questions can you ask that would help them, okay? Does that make sense?
No.
Right. No.
Okay, so we're writing our own questions.
You're writing the questions that they ask you.
Oh.
So that's in the third box.
So we're in the third box.
Oh, so do we?
You're going to talk, but rather than being in silence, you're talking. Okay? All right. So this is 8 minutes, so it should be 4 minutes for each partner.
And then other ideas. And then
4 minutes for each partner.
So, what was your question? Oh, I was gonna say.
What was your question, Christina?
Okay, my question was, what caused the U.S.
How did the annexation of Hawaii play into imperialism? Why was it
Like, why did they really?
Okay. So, annexation of Hawaii. You could talk about. Well, you can think about their government setup. They were a monarchy, I believe. So you can. Yeah. So you can write about, ask a question about a monarchy, or look up the word. You can ask, why was America interested in Hawaii? Because they had to be interested if they wanted to be able to annex it.
You could ask, think about things about why, like Manifest Destiny, and how eventually we weren't allowed to like express.
And maybe something like, what people did they have to take care of in order to
Like
get
West,
here?
you know, like expansion.
Yeah.
You could ask, you wanted to know what caused the U.S. to go?
Yeah. Why?
Why we
Why they
got
wanted
the
to
word
go
annexation. You could think of what motives we had. So like what were the certain like religious motives or the ethnocentric motives. You could think about why we wanted to expand. So like how, like the resources that we had, or like,
My question was,
you know, like why we sold the
Thank you. What was your question?
I said so you have the annexation of Cuba and the expansion of the explosion of the U.S. in Havana impacted imperialism and how did Manifest Destiny impact it?
That's a good question. You could probably think about. Oh, that's a good one. You can look into like, or go over the notes of when the presentation notes when they were talking about how it was a goose. Maybe find how like the annexation of Hawaii or like the Spanish-American War, and probably checking to see what caused that, how those played into the big ideas.
Sugar canes and pineapple. I mean, like what caused Cuban like revolution?
Like why they wanted to, like what caused them to. Also, find out there were like different groups. Like weren't there different groups of people? Like one group of people really supported imperialism. Maybe you can see who was like.
So define the two groups.
And their reasoning for hating it, or their reason for liking it. Maybe see if their reason for the gift was.
Yeah, we did too.
Again, focusing out on the alright, so fist to five, how much more time do you need to share?
Mood.
Yeah, you guys aren't even on task. I'm not deaf over here.
We were on task.
We were.
We had to be.
On task.
We had to be on time.
We had to be.
When I were you in four. But now I'm gonna wander around and take video of you guys working because you're working so hard and you want more time.
Do you think we would still have the same kind of market if we hadn't done the expansion of Cuba and the Philippines and also like for military purposes also? I feel so pressured.
Changes into American territory. I like the recent Treaty of Paris. Do you think it was a good idea that they should Treaty of Paris was really down? They should was there a shortage? There's like, I think oh, Trinity falling there, right? So Spain ceded the Philippines to the United States for 20 million. No, the maneuver, the maneuver. Yeah, he deemed that it was really necessary to destroy more things, like the ships, you know, the main, or the tie in this case.
Has he heard of us? Why?
I haven't even seen her notebook be turned from that page.
So are there any more questions?
What about McKinley? Is there anything under McKinley?
McKinley. More control in the Pacific. Yeah.
Spanish America.
Did he believe
So Ricky, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What makes collaborative study groups a good tool to use when prepping for a test?
Well, I mean, it's good because you get more input from other people in your classroom that might understand a lot better, especially if you choose a better group like these two.
Lena, what about you? What do you like about collaborative study groups?
I like how we're able to get other implement, like Ricky said, and like we can learn things from other people's notebooks as well.
So you guys didn't answer my question. What was your question? How did Spain react to U.S. imperialism and how are they involved?
I feel like they were mad because we went to war with them.
Yes.
Because we blamed it on them because they were German. And also one more question.
Miss, this is ugly.
Camera's making me not
True, I'm not camera ready.
I'm ugly, always.
Okay. I'll cut all of that. The other stuff you had when there was fine. Like when I got here and you asked a question and you answered it, perfect. That part I'll leave in there. Okay?
Everything else.
But here I'm going to ask you why you think collaborative study groups are a good study tool, okay? So think about your answer.
Ask Jasmine.
No,
the camera that way.
think about your answer. I'll come back.
Okay.
Think about your answer. Okay. All right, but I need another boy. Okay? All right, so next up. Guys, when I bring the camera over there, it's just a chance for them to see, like, this is a real classroom. This is not just, you know, me setting this up just as a fake thing, okay? Okay, it's like the reality of what happens. And don't worry, we are editing this. But if I come over there, don't be like all awkward and saying like, okay? Okay? If I'm walking your way and you know you're going to be a stumbling idiot, just say no, okay? Yeah, you are a stumbling idiot. All right. All right, so our next step, here we go. All right, the second to the last step is to answer our question. So I'd like you to do this a little bit in silence, please. Remember, this is your chance to take all of the information that your peers have given you and write your actual answer to your question. Okay, you have the resources, you have your peers. Let's try to write the answer to your question. All right? In silence, you've already had your chance to talk, so in silence, let's write the answer. You'll have a chance to talk to your peers in a few minutes about what your answer was. So let's see if you can write your answer in 5 minutes, and I'll do a check-in. But 5 minutes of silence.
This is a great video. I love it.
Don't you have to screw it on? I did. And then I locked it.
That's a fat move.
Is it still on?
That was a fat move.
Did it break?
Break the screen.
Is it
No,
good?
it's there.
What if you
It's
just
just like
recording the
really.
whole time?
Is it alive?
No, I'm recording.
Is it alive?
No, shut off. I'm probably gonna get this weird, like, look at myself thing. Well, like, I can see, like, things here in the classroom. Shh. Hey, you're still doing stuff. Oh, there we go. It's just, like, really super, like, zoomed in on now. And it wasn't before.
Can't wait till my I can't wait till my grandchildren get to
Alright, we're just gonna